Hi there, everyone. This is Darkside 2K7, aka Son Sky 6. Well, I got some stories I'd like to talk to you about. Some companies are standing up against this whole bullshit wokeness. Took them long enough and everything. And, it's no fucking surprise right there. The reason why this is happening is because, shocker, it's now starting to affect the bottom line. And now they have to come out and telling all these woke idiots to not talk about, to either do their job that they were paid to do, or shut the fuck up. Either ways, either paid to job they ought to do is shut the fuck up, or they can just walk. I'm gonna read you two stories. One for PlayStation, one about the PlayStation one, and the other one about, Netflix. We'll start with PlayStation because why not, right? Read this one for bounding into comics. PlayStation president reportedly tells staff to respect difference of opinion over the possibility of overturning Roe v. Wade. PlayStation president reportedly told his staff to respect differences of opinion over the possible overturn of Roe v. Wade. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier reports he obtained an email from head of PlayStation, Jim Ryan, where he reportedly told staff to respect differences of opinion and that PlayStation and its community are multifaceted and diverse, holding many different points of view. We owe it to each other and to the PlayStation's millions of users to respect differences of opinion among everyone in our internal and external communities, Ryan continued. Respect does not equal agreement, but it is fundamental to who we are as a company and a valued global brand. I can't read that because this includes birthday cakes. This includes birthday cakes and noise they make, and his hopes to get one day to get a dog. While it could be speculated this was anything from an attempt to cool tensions with a distraction, or bizarre in-joke or metaphor, more context would be required. Nevertheless, Bloomberg reports employees at several PlayStation studios were dissatisfied with the email. A number of women reportedly felt their rights have been trivialized and disparaged. One reportedly saying they have never been so mad about a cat birthday before. PlayStation's attitude to respecting difference of opinion can arguably be seen already. The company announced in January that they have entered into definite agreements to acquire Bungie, noting that after the acquisition is finalized, Bungie will be an independent subsidiary of Sony Interactive Entertainment. Bungie was one of the first major studios to declare the abortion is an essential healthcare right, and vowed to safeguard and support employees affected by the possible overturning of Roe v. Wade. After majority opinion Supreme Court by Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito was circulated by Politico. Yet it would seem not all differences of opinion are targeted by Sony, PlayStation's parent company. Earlier in March, Sony Pictures Entertainment would announce they will not be releasing their films in Russia due to the invasion of Ukraine, and in spite of the Russian people having little to no say in their government's policies. Given the ongoing military actions in Ukraine and the resulting uncertainty and humanitarian crisis uncertainty in that forum, as Sony spokesperson stated, we will be pausing our planned theatrical releases in Russia, including the upcoming release of Morbius. Our thoughts and prayers are with those who are been impacted, and hope this crisis will be resolved quickly. They joined Disney, Warner Brothers, Paramount, and other U.S. corporate media. In addition, PlayStation themselves have halted their services in Russia, along with Nintendo, Microsoft, and numerous other gaming companies. This statement announcing their decision reads, Sony Interactive Entertainment, SIE, joins the global community in calling peace in Ukraine. We have suspended all software and hardware shipments, the launch of Gran Turismo 7, and operations of the PlayStation Store in Russia. To support humanitarian aid, Sony Group Corporation announced a $2 million donation to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and the International IGO, Save the Children, to support the victims of this tragedy, a statement reads. As noted above, the Supreme Court draft opinion written by Samuel Alito overturning Roe v. Wade was circulated by Politico between us. We do not pretend to know how our political system or society will respond in today's instance of overruling Roe and Cassidy. Justice Alito wrote. And even if we could foresee what will happen, we would have no authority to let that knowledge influence our decision. We can only do our job, which is to interpret the law applying standings and principles of the state's decrees and decide the case accordingly. We therefore hold the Constitution that the Constitution does not confer a right to an abortion. Roe and Cassidy must be overruled, and the authority to regulate abortion must be returned to the people and their elected representatives. The original Roe v. Wade case saw the Supreme Court rule that under the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause, the constitutional right to privacy also protects a woman's right to have an abortion across all states. A state criminal abortion statute of the current Texas type that accepts from criminality only a life-saving procedure on behalf of the mother with regards to pregnant stage and without recognition of the other interests involved. It's volatile. The Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment ruling states. While PlayStation is reportedly not taking a stance on this issue, numerous gaming aside for Bungie, such as Double Fine Productions, Hinder Games, ArenaNet, and other spoke against the law being overturned. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be, like I said, this whole thing is a fucking mess. But with the whole Roe v. Wade thing, but I'm glad that Sony is staying out of it. Now, if only Sony can, like, oh, I don't know, stop censoring anime games. That would be nice, but we never know. But that's not all. I'm not done yet. Oh no, I'm not done. I'm reading this one from the New York Post about Netflix. Netflix tells woke workers to quit if they are offended. Culture member. They're putting woke workers to bed. In the light of internal dissension triggered by the production of Dave Chappelle's controversial stand-up special, The Closer, which is not Netflix has reportedly issued a memo to this disgruntled staffers, underscoring that the streaming behavior values the artistic expression of its content creators over the employees' personal thoughts, beliefs, and lifestyle. And any worker who doesn't like it can flicks off, or more like fuck off. As employees, we support the principle that Netflix offers a diversity of stories, even if we find some titles counter to our own personal values. Read the memo entitled Netflix Culture, Seeking Excellence. Depending on your role, you may need to work on titles you perceive to be harmful, the community said. If you find it hard to support our content, brethren, Netflix may not be the best place for you. The note dispatched yesterday follows ongoing personal protests of Dave Chappelle's bars regarding transgender individuals in the Netflix special The Closer, which debuted under the Tabasco in October. I actually watched it. It's really good. During its hour-long Chuckle Fest, Dave Chappelle, who's 48, fired off a sting of wisecracks about trans women's genitalia, insisted that gender is a fact, and indeed the LGBTQ plus community too sensitive. I mean, is he wrong though? Shortly after the show's premiere, vexed Netflix staff members staged a walkout in an effort to demonstrate their collective disapproval of the comedy's digs. But the mutiny failed to sway Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos, who maintained his support of Dave Chappelle and continued to air the special. And as a warning to any remaining contended cogs, the company freshly distributed letter underlined its commitment to prioritize artistic expression. Entertaining the world is an amazing opportunity and also a challenge because viewers have very different tastes and point of view, stated the lengthy proclamation. So we offer a wide variety of TV shows and movies, some of which can be provocative. To help members make informed choices about what to watch, we offer ratings, content warnings, and easy-to-use parental controls. And although the streaming giant acknowledged that its content may be problematic for some viewers, it remains firm that it will not silence voices of its artists. Not everyone will like or agree with everything on our service, said the broadcast. While every title is different, we approach them based on the same set of principles. We support artistic expression of the creators we choose to work with. We program for the diversity of audience and taste. And we let viewers decide what's appropriate for Netflix versus having Netflix censor specific artists or voices, he emphasized. Netflix, which suffered a loss of 200,000 subscribers in its first quarter of 2022, expects to see an additional decrease of a whopping 200 million audience members over the next 4 months. Also urged employees to spend our members' money wisely in a value behavior section of the document. Elsewhere, the newsletter reminded laborers that the company does not intend to treat workers like family members, but rather like lion-hearted spokesmen on an award-winning athletic dream team, one which any player can easily be benched or booted. We model ourselves on being a professional sports team, not a family. Netflix. A family is about unconditional love. A dream team is about pushing yourself to be the best possible teammate, caring intensely about your team, and knowing that you may not be on the team forever. The bulletin also remind peeved employees, dream teams are not right for everyone. The company closes our adversary with a summary of what makes Netflix a special place to work. Noting its mission to encourage decision making by employees, share information openly, broadly, and deliberately, communicate candidly and directly, and keep only our highly effective people. Yeah, so basically, the only reason why this is happening is simple. These companies are bleeding money, and they're seeing that their bottom line is now starting to get affected with all this dual content. So they decide to get rid of the woke, shut the fuck about everything, and just focus on trying to build their brand. Makes sense, right? And besides, I think not only is this that is happening now, I think what Disney tried to do with Florida probably might be the turning point, because Disney thought that, they could just go over to Florida and tell, we're going to revoke Roe v. Wade, and there's not you ain't going to do jack about it. We're going to revoke the Parents' Rights and Education Bill, aka the Don't Say Gay Bill, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Ron DeSantis, the Chad Florida man, looked at them and was like, you don't want this smoke. Unfortunately, they did, and it ended badly for them. So this might be nice to see it change it. I mean, the pendulum, like everyone said, the pendulum is really swinging back. But I don't know. It's still anything. It's still low, but we'll definitely see how this plays out. We'll definitely see how that played out. But anywho, I just want to put that out there. I feel like I need to talk about it, so why not, right? I would like to know what you think on this. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another update, share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with your others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Darkshot2K7, aka Sauce Guys, signing off. I'll catch you later in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful Friday evening. Peace.